Hi, I'm Phil Dispenza. This is Collecting, Investing, or Somewhere in Between, Deals and Steals. This is part two of the comic book collecting that I've been doing, mostly my personal collection, but I've added some spec books you'll see towards the end, and the majority of these books are going to be steals versus deals. So enjoy part two. Okay, part two of my Deals and Steals comic books. Um, so I'll have an intro here again. I just cut it in half because it was running too long. So here we go. So starting from H and moving our way to Z. Heart of Darkness, Eternity. Again, another title. I don't know if I might have had one of them, or I don't have all of them, or I had none. Hawk World, just missing. I stopped again. There's another title I just stopped. So notice I paid $1. These were all $1. This was cool because I had it marked. I had it on my have list. It was marked that I had annual 2, but then I realized this is a second print. It's got a silver ink, which I thought was, this is actually, I like this better than the first print. So, and I picked up annual 3, so I have all the annuals. I've been trying to pick up the heavy hitters. So I actually categorized all the heavy hitters in different titles, but I just list them as heavy hitters. So this is heavy hitters, Midnight Men, Caliber. Again, all the Caliber titles. I try to get a lot of them. Hotspur. I think I bought the 3-issue miniseries, probably paid $1 a piece or less. This is the only issue of Hulk that I was missing from maybe 90, maybe even late 80s, all the way to when they ended the series. So I was like, this I paid $2 for just to finish it. Hunt for Black Widow, another Fleetway. This sort of looks like Aliens and Judge Dredd. It might even be Judge Dredd, but that's definitely not Alien. Another TSR comics module, The Intruders. I grabbed Invaders from Mars. This is this Malibu? No, this is Eternity again. So I'm making my way through Eternity. This is Jack Hunter. It's by Blackthorn, and I discovered that there's actually another Jack Hunter series, so they're now on the want list. Jerry Iger has quite a few comics that he did, so this is One Shot Flamingo. I was the only James Bond issue I was missing from Dark Horse. I don't know why, but I picked it up instead of paying $4.95 or $3.95, whatever the cover price is. $4.95. I paid $1. Joe Psycho and Moo Frog. I didn't even know how many there were. There are actually several, I think 5 or 6 issues of this series. So I got a number 2. I had number 1. Another Blackout comic, Jugular. Some Justice Leagues that I was just randomly missing. So they just got put in the JLA. I should have had this one. I don't know what the hell happened to it. And just more Justice League. So this is a one-shot. It's Timothy Truman's Killer. And I said, this looks cool. So this is Kitchen. Oh, no, it's Eclipse. It's not Kitchen Sink. Another one for $1. Killing Stroke, Eternity. Why not? I have, I think, 1 issue of this. I think there's 6 or 7 in the series. Kira, I think that's how you pronounce it. So again, another weird independent from the 80s. Why not? Laughing Gas. This is like one of these spoof comics. Last of the Viking Heroes is another one. I'm trying to think if I finished this or I need a few more issues. So I picked that up. Last of the Viking Heroes. Level X, another Caliber. I don't know if this was just a 2-issue series. Liberty Project. So I'm working on that, as you'll see. This is the one book that I paid $3 for. And the reason why I paid $3 is because the DC Bullet. So this is a variant. It's harder to find. It comes in those bullet packs. So here we go. More. I might as well grab the next stack. More Aircell. So this title is called Maelstrom. And I got a decent amount of Maelstroms. I'm trying to, I don't want to pause this, but I got to put these books back so I can move on to the next. As Mike Wolf would say, and Frank Frisch, American Pickers, on to the next. So Maelstrom, I started filling in. What happened here? Oh, here we go. I might have to, it's telling me I have to clean up. So I might have to stop this video and continue it tomorrow. So Maelstrom, I'm going to keep going. I got a lot of Maelstroms. This is the March here. I think I might actually have this book, and I bought a second one by accident. What's this one? Mackenzie Queen. Another weird title. Matrix Graphics. Mecha Dark Horse. For some reason, I didn't have these, so I picked them up. Megalith, another continuity that for some reason I was missing. Menagerie. Chrome Tiger Comics. Never heard of it, but most of these are on the internet in one, My Comic Shop or something will list it, or Atomic Avenue. So Merlin. I didn't have this Ashcan. Miami Mice. This is the limited edition with the record. Includes stereo sound. They call it a stereo sound sheet. So the Mighty Mites. Newsstand continuity. This is Eternity. So we'll go through the Mighty Mites. This is called Morphs. I grabbed this. Graph Express. Another weird title. An issue of Moonlight that I was missing. Oh, I got a lot of missed trees. I might as well just grab them all. I got a lot of missed trees. Filling in, like I said, 50 cents, 75 cents, $1. Renegade Press, and then it changes, I think. Is it Apple? Or it was something different. Here's the weirdest one, and I was pointing this out to Sean at work. This is called the Mysterious Shadow Runner. I cannot, and it says number 2. It's issue number 2. I have no clue what this is. I cannot find any information about it. So I picked it up, $1, and it's like newsprint. So it's by ICE Studios. And the only thing I can find is some of the characters that ICE Studios was supposed to put out or did put out. So we'll see. So Shadowrunner, Next Man Special, Night Veil, I was missing that. The new Triumph Northgard. So I started filling these in. Phase, it's Eclipse, Planet X, Eternity, Poe. I didn't even know that Sirius took it over from Cheese Comics. So I said, for $1 a piece, I'll grab those. And then I'm just going to stop with P. Maybe I'll stop with Q. So, because I don't know if the phone's running out of, but my throat's starting to dry up. So I'll probably do this and then make a third part with the rest. Prime Slime Tales. This is by Mirage also. So Mirage had some strange titles. And so I'm going through and I'm going to see what I want to collect if I don't own them already. So I grabbed that. Puma Blues I didn't have, but I found these for $1 at a like flea market place. So I got the majority of the series, but there's a late issue, I think has the Turtles, that is expensive. For some reason, missing this Punisher. And then I have something called Quack. This is the last two. Then I'm going to stop it. So Quack, I don't think this is Underground, but I had a hard time, I think, finding this one too. So, and The Question, another random book I was missing from DC's Question. So I'm going to stop it here and make intros and outros, if you want to call it. And then I have to clean up the phone. Okay, continuing with R. So we have Raver. It's a Malibu. It's a newsstand variant. The Realm. I've been trying to complete this set for a long time. I have the majority of the books now. I think I possibly even have them all, except for some of the later issues of Caliber. But these are by Arrow. There's 6, 7, 9, 11, 12. So this is Retief. I actually have a different issue of this, and I don't even know who puts this out. Looks like Adventure, but I don't think it is. Now Rust. If you're familiar with Rust, there's actually the first appearance of Terminator in comic books previewed in one of the Rust issues. I already have that, but it's not in this pile. This Rust actually is another newsstand variant. Samurais is the third print of Samurai. It's another air cell I've been trying to complete for a long time. This thing I just thought looked pretty cool. It's called Scratch. It's the second issue. I don't have number 1. Then we got Shock Therapy Harrier, another very small press from the 80s. Shuriken this is I think the last issue I needed for the series, if I'm correct. So that's done. Cinnamon. This is Catfish Comics. I believe Cinnamon actually originally came out with Blackout Comics. It's called The Spiral Path. It's a 2-issue series. I think I might have the first issue. I'm not too sure. Stark Future, another air cell title I've been trying to complete. So you're going to see a few issues here. Oh, 2 issues there. Strange Attractors. I think a lot of these signed. I bought these a while ago when I had my store. And let me move this back a little. So I have, this might be one of the few issues I still need, or I don't need anymore. Here's 14. Here's 15. Strangers in Paradise. I'm just trying to complete the series that I was collecting. I'm not going to bother going back and getting like later issues. So I was collecting the earlier runs. So I was missing number 9. I was missing number 14. See, I have them piled up here, so they're slightly slipping. This is called Sultry Teenage Super Foxes by Solson. Another strange independent. Let me zoom in a little more. That's too much. So, Swords of the Swashbucklers. I've been trying to complete this set. It's by Epic, Marvel's company. So I might still need 1 or 2 issues. System 7, another Arrow comic. I've been just trying to pick up the weird stuff. Tales from the Ground Zero. This is, I thought this almost looks like Caliber, but it says Excel. This might be a 1 issue only. Tales of the Realm. It's another, I love the Realm. So this is Tales from the Realm. It's a later production. Let's see who's putting this out. I don't know. It says MVC Creations. So I have the majority of Atlas Seaboard. For some reason, when I went to the show last weekend, I'm going to zoom in again. I was still missing this one. I'm missing maybe 5 of the comics, 6 of the comics total. I don't have any of the magazines. So this I picked up because I'm not too sure if this is the entire set. But there's a Terminator 1984. There's 1. There's 2. These all came out of, I don't know if it was a $2 box or a $1 box. 3. Thunder Mace. I actually have a couple of the other issues. I don't have all of them. It's another strange, hard to find titles. RAK Graphics. Total Eclipse. I pretty much try to pick up the majority of Eclipse published books, so I still needed that. Continuity is another one I've been trying to finish all my issues from. So here's Toy Boy and another Toy Boy. This one's a newsstand. Sometimes the newsstands on the Continuity are actually a different cover. Sometimes they're the same cover just with a barcode, and sometimes they're a totally different cover. So if they're totally different, I try to pick it up. Troll Lords. I don't need too many of these Troll Lords issues. This is a one special Jerry's Big Fun book. Ultimate Nightmare, I had number 1, so I got 2, 3, and 4, and I'm still missing 5. So Ultimate Spider-Man I've been working on, again, the original. When that number 1 came out, I think I had my store at the time, unless it was towards like mid to late 90s and I had already closed. But this, I left it in here, but this is a spec book, I think, because they had, I believe, 2 covers for $36, but it had Venom. It came out of a $1 box. Same thing with this. I have 38, but again, $1 for a Venom cover. So I did need 74, 76, 85, 96, 100, and all of these either cost me $1 or $2. 105, 124. So I'm winding down on owning all the Ultimate Spider-Mans. I'm working on it. Ultraverse Premiere number 0. I think this might be some kind of a promo because there's no cover price, but so I got that. Unicorn Isle, it says it's a 12-issue series, but there's only 5 issues actually, so I own now all 5. This is number 5, but there are none afterwards. Vampire Lestat, I still believe I'm missing 1 or 2 issues, so I got a couple of those. This is called Video Hiroshima. I thought it was a little crazy looking, so I picked it up. Villains and Vigilantes, this was a 4-issue series by Eclipse. So here's 1, and here's 2. I already own 3 and 4. So this is the only book that I actually paid any, quote, real money for. The guy had it priced at 10. Wacky Races. And if you're familiar with Hanna-Barbera cartoons, the Wacky Races was a very popular one. It had all the teens, as Penelope Pitstop, and the Gruesomes and stuff. So my wife talked me into buying this. The guy gave me $2 off, so instead of 10, I paid 8. Another TSR comics module, the Warhawks. I only had 1. I needed this, I think, to complete the entire Warhead series. I've been trying to work on the Marvel UKs. I do need the 2nd issue to this, I believe. So there's the Black Dawn miniseries. I think it was 2 issues. Here's a whole bunch of Warlords. I'm going to just zip through these. Warlords, I'm hesitant on buying, even at $1, because these really aren't worth anything. So I just figured, fill it in. And then the final book is Zone Continuum. There's actually a couple of different series of this by Caliber, and I'm not too sure if I have all of them. So I have some other books that I'm going to put in front. As you see there, Gold Key. I love getting Gold Key books. The Little Stooges. This was, I collect Three Stooges. Probably because of my age, since today's my birthday, and I just hit 55. Watching them when I was a kid in reruns back in the 70s and early 80s. So The Little Stooges is the only book I think I have of this series, but I have other Three Stooges. I picked up a Flintstones. This might have been $2. Heckle and Jekyll. A lot of cartoons, comics. So I'll collect Looney Tunes. I'll collect Bugs Bunny, Woody Woodpecker, Pink Panther. I love the Pink Panthers. One of the first comic books I remember reading when I was a kid. So then I hit spec books. So everything you've seen so far, except for maybe those 2 Ultimate Spider-Mans with Venom, I need. But now I hit all spec books. So this was Grimjack. I paid $2. Anything with the green dot is a $2 book. It's issue 26. It has the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. So it might not be worth a fortune, but again, turtle stuff, especially oddball titles like Grimjack, the print run's probably a lot less. I picked this up because it's a newsstand variant, and of course it's part of the Death of Superman line. I picked this up because it was a newsstand, and it's Doomsday cover, of course. Second Battle, it says. And then I picked this up. It's a holofoil, hologram cover. But again, it's newsstand, so I picked this up. Spider-Man Carnage, always hot, but it's newsstand. I picked this up. Web of Spider-Man 100 foil cover, and it's newsstand. This I picked up in a thrift store. I didn't realize it wasn't a first print, but Hate's one of the popular underground, more underground comics. Not quite total underground, but it's more of an underground publisher. So I don't even remember what issue this is. This is number 2, but I think it's like a 3rd or 4th print. Darker Image. Now you're thinking, why the hell would I buy this thing? First of all, it has the Max trading card. It's polybag still. Since it has a board, I'm not even going to bother. But I paid 50 cents for this. So again, you have a $2.95 cover. You pay 50 cents for the book. I could probably sell the card if I wanted to open this. I did get a newsstand one time that I sold. It was pretty nice condition, maybe a 8.0. I got like $30 for it. So Image newsstands, I always tried picking up. Cyberforce 4, newsstand, Deathblow 2, newsstand, Savage Dragon 2. This one I think I paid $2. I paid $2 because that's a different place. Newsstand, Supreme 2, newsstand, Violator 2, newsstand. This was $1. These came out of a 50-cent bin. So I'm like, kids book, newsstand, Pirates of Dark Waters. So I grabbed that. Zen, I thought this probably would have been worth a little more. I grabbed 2 copies of this, but again, it's newsstand. Archie. Sandman number 19. This is not the error. I always wish it was, but some woman had this at a flea market. The only comic I bought from her. It was $1. So I grabbed that. Anytime I could find pre-Unity Valiants, I pick up. These were in a $2 bin. So I got Solar. I got more Solar, more Solar, more Solar. Omega Man, I'm running low now. I'm almost out. So this is the second appearance of Lobo. I found this in a $1 bin. I figured, okay, second appearance is worth $1. And then this Walking Dead, I've never seen before. It's some kind of a special or something. It's called 2-Day Special. And for $1, Walking Dead's worth it. Batman Zero, newsstand. I grabbed this. This was part of $1. This was a mistake. I actually own the series. And so now I have an extra copy of LA Raptor. It's another small press. And then finally, this was a freebie. That guy I ordered from Atomic Avenue. I remember in the part 1, I had Age of Heroes number 3 by Image. It's a fantasy title. He sent me Age of Heroes number 3 Marvel by accident. So I got to keep it. So there you go. I'll probably do more videos, more comics I'll be picking up probably. Maybe by the end of the summer, I'll do another video on this. I did get other stuff, which I might not bother with. They got some trading cards. They got board games and a couple other things. But all right, I'll let my ending come, and then we'll take it from there. This concludes part 2 of our deals and steals for comic books from the past 2.5 months. Stay tuned for any future videos I'll be doing, probably more deals and steals, and I'll see you then.